interestingly, I found that my model has good internal fit. The covariance matrix is well explained. As I expected, basically that product beliefs influence the influence of product experience on evaluative judgments. Additionally, I found that the existence of these crossover effects were positive and significant. And what it basically is telling us is that product performance is not the only characteristic on the evaluation of products and services. That also, in this case, beliefs mediate this effect, and product performance or perceived quality has also some emotional processes working inside. Repeating the process for the case of Japan, in the case of mobile phones, again, I found positive and significant results. And in order to extend see whether the robustness of the model using it in the service industry context, I found again positive and significant results. Similarly, I also found in all the previous cases that emotional and rational processes are interacting, as neurobiology and behavioral economics tell us. Moreover, I tested the moderating effects, where I checked the influence of breadth of experience, in this case the variability of experience of consumers, and I found that breadth of experience enhances the mediating role of beliefs about product benefits, or in this case, product beliefs. I found also that time since purchase positively moderates the role of emotional processes and negatively moderates the role of rational processes. But basically it means that the longer you have a product with you, you tend to evaluate it more emotionally than rationally. And this process actually was present in the model. Finally, I found that the consumption of products with higher relative price increases the influence of hedonic beliefs on effective consumer satisfaction. What this means is that when you have consumers buy more expensive cell phones, or they are paying relatively more higher fast food restaurants, they tend to evaluate that more emotionally than rationally. And this case, this type of high relative price enhances the influence of the emotional processes. So what you can take from this to the managerial level is that there's emotional interpretations of quality that influence evaluative judgments. What companies can do, just as an example, is to use video advertisement that raise emotions in the consumers to improve brand attitudes. Finally, I would like to talk about Chapter 7, which is where I test the moderating effects of the desire for personalization, or personalization itself. Why I did this is because most of the literature, if you check about personalization, it says that personalization influences consumer satisfaction positively. However, when you check the models, you will realize that personalization, the models that they use of consumer satisfaction, were using the old paradigm where consumer satisfaction is only rational, in a rational evaluation. So I wanted to see what happens when I use a model also using emotions. I wrote the chapter, Consumers' Desire for Internal and External Personalization of Services. In general, what I basically see, first of all, were the antecedents of the desire for personalization. Why did I name the desire for personalization? Because I think this is a motivational force that makes consumers crave for personalized products and services. So I wanted to see what are the determinants, and I found, basically, it hypothesized that age makes them crave for the desire for personalization, mix and personalized products, and also culture, in this case, individualism and uncertainty avoidance. In the case of the consequences, I wanted to basically see whether personalization raises the importance of physical performance or life benefits, in this case, product beliefs, and whether it influences, raises the importance of emotional versus rational processes. My analysis, in this case, multiple regression, show me is that age negatively influences the desire for personalization. What this means is that when consumers get older, they do not necessarily want personalized products, which is true. When you get older, you basically want more standardized things. However, when you're younger, you want to be unique. You want to show how unique you are to the rest. And in this case, the appeal of personalized services or products is higher. Second, I found, as previous literature has also found, that individualism influences the desire for personalization. When you come from individualistic countries, you want more personalized products. So this shows us that, again, the relationship between the type of country and the type of personalization depends on these characteristics. Finally, I found that uncertainty avoidance positively influences the desire for personalization. What this means is that when consumers are in a country with high uncertainty avoidance, again, they are craving for control, which is their main characteristic. So personalization of products or services allows them to have this type of control, and therefore they crave more for personalized products or services. Afterwards, to check to see this relationship, the moderation effect and the consequences of the design personalization, I found that, as I expected, that personalization raises the importance of hedonic beliefs or hedonic benefits in the consumer. Moreover, as I also expected, that personalization is more an emotional than rational process. So consumers want the personalized products more for the rational or the emotional characteristics. How can I explain this? Is because personalization, there's a lot of literature in this area that shows that allow consumers to construct their identities. And identity construction is more an emotional than a rational process. And as I expected, again, these results are shown in the data. Repeating the results for fast food